Hello, good morning. My name is Jessica, and I am a licensed psychotherapist who also struggles with being a human. Today, I want to hold us accountable to hydrating ourselves first thing in the morning and having something to fuel our body other than caffeine in the morning. So I don't drink coffee, so I'm just gonna add that disclaimer in here. I'm one of those freaks of nature that functions on a high energy level most of the time with no caffeine. I would even say I might be allergic to caffeine because when I have caffeine, if you think I talk fast now, if you think I get excited now, you should see me after caffeine. But one thing I do struggle with a lot is just in general hydrating myself in the morning. I can go the whole entire morning without having anything to drink or eat at all. And that ties into my food decision paralysis and not knowing what I want to eat or what I like to eat in the morning. And also in just being an overproductive person who wakes up and the first thing I do is get to being productive, even if I'm in my bathrobe, even if I haven't brushed my hair yet. You'll see me on my TikTok videos. You'll see me doing all sorts of different things just like this. And I'm trying to break the habit and create a more fulfilling routine for myself in the morning. So let's do this together. So first things first, if you can't tell, I have a dry mouth already because it is 10 a.m. here and I haven't had a sip of water yet. So I'm gonna go, first things first, I am going to fill my water. So let's grab our water vessel, whatever that is, a glass, a cup, a bowl. If we're drinking right out of the faucet, we're gonna go do that together. So either bring me with you or pause me and go grab your vessel and we're gonna grab a drink together. So my water is in my fridge. So let's sip some water now together. A real sip too. Don't just hold it in your mouth and get your mouth wet. Like we've got to take a real sip. I think my straw needs to go on more. So you might be like me. I grew up with parents who never talked about the importance of drinking water ever. Not when it was hot. I don't remember being hot at Six Flags or at Disneyland and I'm telling us to drink water. I fainted in the past as a kid from probably lack of water and food nutrition because my parents were kids raising kids and they didn't know any better themselves for themselves. And there wasn't a lot out there letting them know what to do as parents. So water was always ew, water. I had a friend who drank water and that was all she drank. She didn't do juice. She didn't do soda. All she ever wanted was water. And that always was weird to me. What kid doesn't want juice or sugary things? And my mom too. My mom didn't keep soda in the house. But there was always water in the house. We didn't drink out of the faucet because we were in a city that you wouldn't drink out of the faucet, but we had, my girl can remember going and getting the spring water jugs from the grocery store before we had the filters. Oh my goodness, I'm talking this whole time and my fridge is left open. This is how we work. Look at this. Together, we will conquer the day. So anyways, the message to drink water was never really instilled in me. I don't remember hearing about drinking a lot of water in school, but as I got older and as I went into college and things like that, I realized, wow, everyone's drinking water but me. And so I have my emotional support water bottle with me most times because if I don't, I won't drink water. So starting your day, it's like when you have a plant. Every single day, you can imagine yourself, if you're a plant, every day you wilt all the way down. Right? When you go to sleep, it's like the plant wilts. And the only way to get the plant to fully rise and become its full, beautiful self is if you water it. And when you water it, and if you take a wilted plant that's just wilted, that's resilient, and you water it, you will see that slowly it will rise. But it's much more susceptible to disease, to issues, every time it has to go all the way down and it has to wait for you to hydrate it. And so just like that tree, just like that plant, you need to hydrate yourself in the morning. And I know that some of us have been in a place where we just get so frozen with what we need with our body. But if we can just start with the small act of drinking water, and I know I sound like Gwyneth here. I'm not trying to sound basic. I'm not trying to minimize your intelligence. But if you can just drink water, and then if you struggle with breakfast in the morning, I actually don't have my usual little trail mix here, so I will do that in a separate video, but of how I deal with not getting hungry in the morning. Sometimes I do some intermittent fasting where I don't eat until noon and I'll just drink water. But that's not something I want to get into here, nor something I recommend for people. It just works with my hunger cycle at the moment sometimes. And I'm trying to break that more often, and I'm trying to build more hunger cues in the morning. So let's do a different video where we'll talk a little bit more about making ourselves like a trail mix type snack throughout the day, whether it's actually a trail mix or whether it's a mix of just all of your favorite things with some high protein things in there as well, that you put in a container or you put in a bag and is just available to you throughout the day and in the morning when you tend to maybe not eat. Or when you tend to maybe skip meals. And so, but for today, we've drank some water. We're going to try our best to drink as much water as we can that's healthy for us and our bodies throughout the day. And notice if you can just commit to drinking water first thing in the morning every day, that's it. Just water first thing in the morning. Don't worry about the rest of the day for now. Water first thing in the morning for the next 5 days, 3 days, and just see if you notice a difference at all. Don't expect crazy results, but amazing results, mind-blowing results, but just notice if there's a slight difference in the way that your body, your mind, your nervous system feels throughout the day if you start drinking more water in the morning. I'm trying to notice, and for me, I at the very least notice that it gets my digestion going, that having water in the morning gives me my belly just that cue of like, oh, now it's time to wake up. And for some, warm water with lemon is amazing. I can't do lemon because of my digestive issues, but if you put lemon in there, that's going to even further boost your digestion and your healthy digestion especially. So I'm proud of you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for drinking water with me. Let's do this again soon. Okay. And if you enjoyed this, I'm just getting used to this. I'm getting used to this. If you enjoyed this, like this video, subscribe, follow along with me on here. I am not your average YouTube creator, and I'm hoping that there's an audience out there on this platform for this. Okay, thank you. Proud of you. Bye.